Hey, it's Terry. Just gonna show you a video about how I get an F-18 started from cold and dark. Now, most of our carriers are started from a hot start, but when you're starting from Dhafra, it'll be from um, a complete start here. So what I do is I try and balance two things: getting everything set up as fast as possible, but you also don't want to miss anything. So what I develop is a system that I go through that's repeatable and both efficient to ensure that when I'm calling for taxi for takeoff or telling my lead that I'm set, that I've got everything done and I'm confident in it. What I'll do is I'll start from APU, work over here to the left, and I'll go right to APU. I'm sorry, battery, APU, and then engine crank. Turn my screens on, and that creates kind of like a dead space while I'm waiting on all that to catch up with itself. And in that dead space, what I'll do is I'll go right to the rearm and refuel menu. In the rearm and refuel menu, I have a bunch of preset loadouts that I started building over time, but I realized the list just got too long um, because there are just so many missions the Hornet can do that I just defaulted to using some basic loadouts. So using the AIM-9Xs on the tips, 120s for my AMRAMs, and then basically the loadouts are different depending on where my fuel tank is or my T-pod is, or if I'm going to need a T-pod. And then all I have to do after I select one of those loadouts is just pick whatever ordnance is unique to that specific flight that I'm going on, and it's actually a lot more efficient than scrolling through that long list of loadouts and picking the exact one that I want. After I get that going, I'll come back to the jet, start my number one engine, and then I'll work from left to right through the cockpit, over to the right side, and then I'll finish off from right to left all the way through the UFC down to the ALE and countermeasures over to the left side, ending with OBOGs. At that point, all I have left to do is the things that are unique to that specific flight. So I'll do my stores to whatever I've loaded, my navigation to wherever I'm going, and if I need a bullseye or changing the format, and then to my UFC for the communication stuff that might be unique. So this is what it looks like. Start with battery, APU, number two engine, advance that throttle, reset this. I'll turn these to night since it is night. Turn this on, night, AMP CD's on, and then rearm refuel. So I'll pick, that was my last mission that I flew. I'll pick this. So you see most of that stuff's already filled in. And now I've just got to determine what I want to do. So I kind of try and make sure my loadout's balanced. It makes it easier for you to fly. I think I want to shoot. Yeah, let's do this. All the fun things. Except for rockets, those are fun too. And the last thing is my skin here. So I'm taking my time, and you'll see I'm still getting that done before my jet's ready for me to do the next steps here. Alright, so start number one engine. And while I'm down here, I'll just hold in V, FCF reset, work my way up here, flaps to half, check my FCS page, make sure there's nothing in here that has an X in it. It's good. Come over here, stop this, and get that going. Make sure it's in test. Alright, number one engine's lighting off. Radar is in radar is in standby. Put this in ground. Alright, I just heard my rearms complete, so I'll turn my flare on and get it warming up now instead of when I'm flying and waiting on it. I'll get my IFE into night mode, and then rad out for me always goes to 375 because it's a good measurement or a good indicator of how I'm doing in the groove. So it's a good habit to always put it there unless I know I'm going to be flying a low altitude mission, and I'll put it down lower than that. Attitude gyro comes on, and then I'll come up here to my UFC. There's three things I gotta do up here. IFF comes on, TACAN, and then just to be efficient while I'm here, I already put in where I know I'm gonna recover to, which is Dhafra. Data link comes on, working my way down. I know this is aligning, but I'm going to go to SA page now and get it over with because I know it's going to work. And I know ED is going to get this going for us in the future. Flaps are already at half. And any skids on, I'll turn this on when I start to move. Hook bypass to field. Pause lights on. I'll turn my RWR volume way down now because I know it's overpowered. Alright, now basically the jet's ready to fly. And what I'm going to do now is go back to the stores menu and then see what I've got loaded in here. I've got Mavericks, so we'll set that code to 1688 because I know that's what my flare is set to. Both of those are good. Fuses for my GBU 12s, code 1688, just because I'm lazy. Alright, and I've only got it on one station, but those are good. Alright, JDAM's a couple more button pushes, but it's not too bad. Fuse to instant. Release type is manual. And I want it to be in TOO mode. Alright, so all my weapons are good. I'll take this to EW because this is where I want to be after I take off or when I go to fence in. So that's good for right now. I'll come over here to do my navigation. So go to HSI, and you'll notice when you first start your jet that it's going to want to receive degrees and then minutes, but you see decimal minutes. So it's degrees and decimal minutes. A lot of times when you're getting a grid from someone or in a brief or a mission, they're going to give you degrees, minutes, and seconds. So if you're going to get that grid, you got to go in here, data, aircraft, and then change the format, or else you're going to get a little bit of different location. If you're not, you just keep it that way, and you can go right to inputting your waypoints. I think the grid that I'm going to have to put in is going to be, because the guys that make our maps are super smart and they've got all this stuff figured out. Yep, is a decimal minutes. So I'm going to put in here this grid for the range I'm going to. So that's 240156 east 542396. I screwed it up. 05. Yeah, let's fix this. Always good to double check. So 542396. Boom. Alright, and I'll just double check it in here and make sure it's correct. 240156 542396. Alright, that's all I need for that. And then I will ensure I have the TACAN and make sure this number is low enough that you know you're biting off on where you're starting from or where you want to end up. This looks good for my waypoint. And then now all I have left to do is my navigation. So actually, let's see what tanker I want to go to. So there's tankers in here. Again, these guys are super smart. So I want to go to the Yankee Hotel Bravo November tanker. And I want to go to a C-130 because I haven't done that in a while. So that's this one, Arco 2-1. The frequency is 276.6. Alright, so I'm going to put that in button 7. Alright, and I'll put this back to 4 because that's my ATC frequency. So now all I've left to do is close my canopy, turn my parking brake off, or my ejection sheet, turn this over to nav so I know that's all working, and I'm ready to call for taxi and get it going. Dhafra traffic, Nickel 11, single F-18 in the Citadel, request taxi for 311 departure to the southwest.